EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today we hit double digits, Week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Chicago Bears. Shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
They'll go right back to the ground with Portis. And just shedding him off there. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first two plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. When you look at this defense, they enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
Y'all got to pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We money more Power Rangers.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Koo knocks this one through the post. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Who just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Looking to put a drive together.
Ready.
They'll start on the ground with Brooks. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Young will set to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Ariza is on to punt here as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And they'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Panthers 60.
They run with Richardson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. They'll give. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more yards that go-around, a 1st down as well. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Touchdown! Luther Burden, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are able to stretch out their lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that was good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Unable to corral him. He fights through. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down. You look at this Bears defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. This defense for the Bears, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Ready. 60 red. 60 red. Set. Go.
The play fake. Now Young. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Young. He'll try and do this himself. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have got it back to within a score. And he shows some mobility there, getting outside of the tackles, moving to the right, making a nice play.
He had the whole field in front of him and was able to actually throw it about where he was looking, right? He said he moved to the right, had his vision there, and put a nice pass into the end zone for a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 and 10-7. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, Get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just give up the score.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Let's go now. 19.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Pass caught by Burden. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now 2nd and 5.
At the 20-yard line.
Shut up. Go.
An inside give. Here's Portis. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here we go, Shaq. 70 Lions.
They'll look to throw. An unlucky number here. A loss of 13 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd down.
Hold it ready. Let's go. Cowboy 80.
They'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Oh, good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Ready up.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Young to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Black 40. Blue striker. Ready.
Throwing, Young. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's Matt Araiza now. Fielded at the 20. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 30-yard line, 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's got this complete to Burden. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
79, here we go, here we go. 70.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
At the 32-yard line.
Let's go.
Running right, Portis. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
2nd and goal.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Cougar 19.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Bears! Luther Burden with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and now to give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
They're on the 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Let's go now. 10, hut.
Now Young. Over the middle, complete. It's Caldwell. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
There's a short throw caught by Sanders. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
Call in here, Caldwell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
And not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Now here's Young. To the right side, hauled in by McMillan. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go. Black 40. You don't blue. Ready.
Young to throw it. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
4th down on is Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal.
He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Here's Richardson to start the drive. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter.
They'll run again with Richardson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 42-yard line.
Cut that team. Ready? 18 cards, go.
They're going to look to throw.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Back to throw. And he hits him in stride. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
They hand it off to Portis. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
That was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
And 10 yards to go.
On the give, here's Portis. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Go! Cowboy 80. Take off.
They'll run it here with Portis. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there.
His 8th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Crew able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14.
Set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Ready?
They go play action. Young. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
We're glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Ready?
To throw, Young. And his throw here is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Young. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this could require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
That's taken on the 25. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 36. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Okay, ready?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready?
On the toss, this is Clinton Portis. He's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. A run with Portis. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3.
Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. This to make it a 3-score game late. Koo knocks this one through the post. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th.
This is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 45-yard line.
Young going to give to Brooks. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
He's going to let this thing go deep for Caldwell. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th.
My play sheet and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Finding Sanders on the crossing route. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play there on the catch and run. 37 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Brooks will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
And it pushes right forward to about the 32.
90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 4.
They'll set up a throw.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning.
This is 1st and 10.
Ready.
Young now. He's going to let this thing go deep for Caldwell. This is caught inside the
15. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Now Young. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
12 yards between them and the end zone. 2nd and 10. Young to throw.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 33.
He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Here's Portis. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Blue, 32.
And they will take a knee here.
So it's the Bears who come away with a victory. And it was their quarterback who led the way, Charles. Pretty impressive play for a rookie.
Yeah, what struck me was how composed he was in the pocket. The numbers weren't spectacular. He had 2 touchdown passes, that's it. But he led his guys on some important drives when they needed it most, and they're going to come away with the victory.
So for Chicago,